Hey, welcome to the 2 Hour Grind. I'm Nate, and today is going to be part 2 of this Jinwoo. I'm going to hit the rest of the line work, aiming to try to fix some of the imperfections that I picked up on. I know there's some that I probably won't be able to fix. I'm going to keep working on it, try to fix as much of it as I can traditionally before I, will scan it in and eventually rework some of the parts. So it's part 2 of Jinwoo right here today on the 2 Hour Grind, and let's just hit it. Alright, so I'm going to start with some more of the Prismacolor markers just for the line work. Going the smallest possible. Try to work in some of the fine details. push some of it back. So after I put the Uniposca down, once it dries, I can push them back a little bit by just, coloring over top of that white acrylic that it puts down, which is kind of nice little extra thing. So if you're doing like another layer, I can add another layer of shadows while I'm doing it. And just go over top of it just to kind of push it back so it's not popping too far forward. Now he really just needs the background, I think. Or really will just pop him off. Pretty close. I will go back over it again. Same thing, I'll do it with the hair, just push it back a little bit. So once I go through and I do the white Uniposca, I like to go back over it with some of the markers, Copics or Prismacolor, whatever kind of marker you're using. Could even be other brands, I guess. I'm sure they all work similarly, but you just go back over it. So it'll brighten it up. I'm using gray tone paper, and that's one of the reasons I do it this way, is to really try to bring that color up. Because if you color just straight on there, it already is a tone down. So I'm trying to brighten some areas to really pull them forward, really like lighten that area. So now, if you're working with white paper, it would probably be different, but for what I do, I still would use the white Uniposca as like a highlight in areas, though, on the white paper, even because when you're drawing on it, you might not always notice it, but it might get pencil, graphite pencil smears or whatever it might be. I think I'm almost to the background portion. I will go back over the line work again. The other thing that I do after I go to put the Uniposca down is like rework some of my line work, because some of it actually, go into or go over by accident with the Uniposca, and it'll kind of not make my line as crisp as I want it, so I will go back through and tweak some of them, especially like where the shoulder is right here. You can see I kind of went over top of the line, and I want to just make it a little bit less noticeable. And if they overlap the wrong way or it crosses an overlap when it shouldn't, here's where I am at the moment. So I rendered him, gave him some highlights, gave him some shadows. I want to give him the background now. The background is going to be pretty dark, but I haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet. I will be back in a flash. Hey, welcome back to another 2-hour grind. I'm Nate, and today I'm going to be continuing to work on this Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. I rock and rolled on the color of him the other day, so today is going to be basically background and trying to tidy up the rest of it. I'm going to dive into that in 1 second. As a collector, I just wanted to share this. If you guys are out there and you're like, oh, I really dig the anime too. I know the first comic book size appearance is in the Solo Leveling Free Comic Book Day. The other day I worked on him, right? So if you're tuning back in for the second part of it, this is part 2. If you didn't see part 1, check out my channel. It's up on there. So today I'm going to be rocking and rolling on this. I watched season 1. It's a pretty bad anime. I went back, started looking at the webtoon, reading the webcomic, and came across the first appearance of Solo Leveling in Free Comic Book Day 2021. So if you're interested in the comic scene like I am, check that out. If you see it out and about while you're out there hunting the dollar bins or something, I'd pick them up. Besides that, I'm ready to get rolling on this. So I'm gonna add the background. He's powering up. I'm gonna have kind of like the rocks coming up behind in the ground, like he's going up. He's got like the black shadow maybe behind him. I know he has black shadow characters too. So I'm gonna just start with a loose little kind of sketch of what I'm going for. Alright, so I think this is going to be my stopping point for today's video. I don't know if I'll still work on this, touch it up a little bit, but it's getting pretty close to what I want it to look like. I feel like scanning it in and adding some of that atmospheric, some gradients and things over top to really bring those purples into the background. Darken the background maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll go another step a little darker. However, Jinwoo, solo leveling. Sung Jinwoo, solo leveling. Where I'm at today. So, thanks for checking this video out. I'm going to probably scan this one in, do some digital tweaks. If you want to see my progress, you want to see more of my artwork, check out my channel right over here. Give us a like, give us a follow. It's much, much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, I'm Nate, and this was the 2-hour grind. That's going to do it for today. I think I could probably go into the background, do one more layer of dark, probably go to like a warm 7. It'll start to pop those rocks forward that are getting blended into the background that you can't really see anymore, and also pull him forward more. But here's where I'm at. Jinwoo, solo leveling. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Nate. This was the 2-hour grind. Thank you for checking out my art video. If you want to see more of my progress, check me out and check out my channel right over here. I appreciate it. Give me a like, give me a follow. Let me know what kind of things you want to see down below. I'm always taking commissions, requests, if I get a little bit of time. I got more videos coming up soon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Again, I'm Nate, and this was the 2-hour grind, and I'll catch you next time.